your safety belts and put those seats in an upright position because the sexy models of Victoria's Secret are jetting off to the French Riviera.
I'm your host, Inez, and you're in for the ride of your life.
It's the Victoria's Secret annual Sexy Spectacular Runway Show.
It will be the biggest fashion show in the history of the world.
From combustible casting sessions to fiery fittings to a flight of fantasy on the Concorde, you're about to meet and follow the most beautiful women in the world as they prepare for the steamiest fashion event of the new century.
You're going to see a lot of glitz, a lot of glamour, a lot of sparkle, a lot of shine.
We'll party from dusk till dawn, meet Victoria's celebrity friends, and join in the media frenzy as the Victoria's Secret fashion show unfolds for the first time on the French Riviera amidst the glamorous backdrop of the Cannes Film Festival.
Sort of like in the job description to go to parties.
We'll introduce you to some of Victoria's most sought-after supermodels.
My hips are probably the widest in the show.
And meet the nubile newcomers who get the skinny on model behavior from the pros.
Look not friendly, please.
We'll share some secrets with the women who flaunt Victoria's filmy finery.
I never thought I was pretty.
But Victoria's models have more on their mind than just luscious lingerie. The Cannes Fashion Show is helping AMFAR, the American Foundation for AIDS Research, raise money. And Victoria's Secret has joined forces with Miramax Pictures and AMFAR hosts Elizabeth Taylor and Elton John to create one sizzling and star-studded event.
We're going to make more money for AMFAR than they have ever made in a night, so I'm really happy to be a part of that.
They want to raise at least $1 million for AMFAR.
Welcome to Victoria's Secret Ooh La La. I'm Inez Rivero, and I'll be your host for the next hour. This year, the annual Victoria's Secret runway show was held in Cannes, and the catwalk was hotter than ever. And I should know, because I was there. Victoria's Secret is known the world over for its spicy mail-order catalogs filled with lingerie. But it's the women who model the clothes who steal most of the attention. Let's meet a few of my closest friends.
That's Stephanie Seymour, 5'10", 35, 24, 36. It's hard to believe she's also the mother of 3. That 5'11" goddess is Daniela Pestova from Czechoslovakia. And she too is a mom, but with a 23-inch waist. This woman is simply known as The Body.
Here I come. I'm strutting my stuff. Check it out.
Her real name is Heidi Klum, and she was born in Germany. At 5 feet 8 inches tall and a shapely 35, 26, 36, no wonder she's known for her bod. Her husband likes to think of her as the face. After all, he does her hair and makeup. California girl Tyra Banks is the curviest of the Victoria's Secret models. Tyra measures up at 36, 24, 36, and it's only fitting that the 5'10" Los Angeles native is on her way to Cannes, since she is also an actress. Talk about home court advantage. Letitia Costa is a native of France, specifically the island of Corsica. At 5 feet 7 inches, she's also the shortest of the Victoria's Secret models. Her good looks earned her a place as France's national symbol of virtue and beauty, and her image can be found adorning public buildings all over the country. This blonde goddess is one of the Netherlands' most prized exports. Her name is Karen Mulder, and she's a slim size 6, even at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Karen is also one of the highest paid models in the world. Now you've met the fashion queens of Victoria's Secret, but you can't have a blowout international fashion event with just 6 supermodels. In fact, Victoria had 20 slots to fill for the Cannes Fashion Show. Auditions were held in New York City, and we tagged along to see what it takes to make the cut.
Do you have something for Michelle to try on?
Ed Razik, president of Intimate Brands, helps select the runway models.
Michelle is, in this case, the first girl that we're casting, and I'm aware of her. I've been aware of her for a long time. I've watched her career over the last couple of years develop.
I think Victoria's Secret sort of adds a sort of fame, if you will, to a model's career.
What we actually would want her to do is walk this way and back to here, and You'd be more comfortable with music, wouldn't you?
I've never done this.
You actually blushed.
Sure. Do you want to try doing this?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
It's no secret, not everybody has what it takes to be a model. Runway divas are generally very tall, 5'9" to 6 foot, and very thin, somewhere around 120 pounds. And most have strong, distinctive features and attitude. But Victoria's Secret models have a little something extra. Vice President for Public Relations Monica Mitro sums up the Victoria's Secret look this way.
We like very sexy, more voluptuous girls with real great personalities, especially for the fashion show.
Stop looking at yourself.
I like it. I don't mind. Come on, what? Is a woman not allowed to look at herself?
And we have to have someone with an incredible body, and it's not just a great-looking body, but it's a body that can walk in 4-inch heels, which is no easy thing to do. When we're casting women, especially when we call the agencies, we always have to say they need to be able to wear anything in lingerie. If they have to have part of their body covered up, then it really hinders how we are going to style and put the show together. So the first year that we did the show, a lot of girls didn't want to walk in their underwear. They were nervous about what it was going to be, and each year as the show goes on, more and more of them want to be. I mean, every top girl in the world wants to be in our show because they know how glamorous, how much attention there is to it.
She's got great spirit, but I like her a lot.
Y'all German television.
You guys haven't worked with her, have you?
I've seen her once or twice in Paris on casting, but
But on a show? Never on a show?
No.
There's like a half a dozen pictures in there, but they're all beauties. They're really, really good.
I'm a little bit nervous about, but at the same time, I don't know even if I'm chosen yet.
Even though the company heads were thrilled with Diana, she didn't make the cut this year. We told you this was competitive. But 20 other models did land spots on Victoria's runway, like our friend and host, Inez.
That's right, I made it. So stay with us. Coming up, we've got the hottest fashion show of the new century, a backstage visit with Victoria's sexy models, plus the fabulous world of Heidi Klum. Welcome back to Victoria's Secret. Ooh la la. I'm your host, Inez Rivera. You've seen what it takes to become a Victoria's Secret girl. Now, how to fit in. Let's see how supermodel Heidi Klum stood it up in New York in preparation for the big fashion show in the French Riviera.
I've got something to show you.
We're doing the fittings today, yeah, and then we're going to do a second fitting when we're on Cannes. A lot of things have been flown in from all over the world, a lot of fabrics from different countries, so there's still a couple of things that haven't come in yet. This is too much fabric, I think. It's less. It has to come in a bit more. Aren't we fabulous? I feel very good.
The fit has to be perfect for Victoria's sexy fashion show in Cannes, and Heidi is looking forward to the ride over.
Yeah? We're 27 girls going in the Concorde over to Cannes, and, you know, the fun starts already here, so it's great. You know, we're like movie stars flying over there. There's no show like the Victoria's Secret show where you have so much fun, where there's so much about glamorous and fantasy and, you know, the most beautiful girls in the world.
Magnificent models and masterful marketing have made Victoria's Secret a leader in the lingerie world. And over the last several years, the company has become a household name. Yet Victoria's Secret hasn't always been the multi-million-dollar panty powerhouse that it is today.
Victoria's Secret started as a very small business in San Francisco. We acquired the business. It had 4 stores and a very small catalog. And we took the business from that very small local San Francisco company to almost 900 stores today, a catalog with a circulation of over 350 million books a year, and a major website.
The Victoria's Secret website is a hit with undie lovers across the globe.
When we did our webcast of the fashion show, we did it 2 years in a row, and last year we had over 2 million people that came on.
Part of the site's allure is that in recent years, customers could log on and order the hot products they see the model strutting.
What we're doing is really a pioneering effort, and I think the most creative use of the web yet. When we're done, I believe 1 in 5 people on the planet will see some portion of the coverage of the show.
Or lack of coverage. But these women aren't strutting in their skivvies just for fun. They're doing it for charity. All the proceeds will be donated to AMFAR for AIDS research. Working with Cinema Against AIDS, Miramax co-chair Harvey Weinstein collaborated with Victoria's Secret to plan the big evening.
This year, the event is sold out. We have $1.8 million in already. We'll go over $2 million with the auction. It's 2.5 times more than we've ever done.
We will raise more money for AMFAR in a single night than has ever been raised in history.
For me, there's no greater cause. It's very close to my heart. I have a lot of friends that are infected with, this horrible virus.
We do the show every year, and this year the 6 contract girls are giving their time and their, their time and everything towards AMFAR, and I think it's great.
Heidi has no problem modeling in her unmentionables for a good cause. The wealthy supermodel has more than enough money to give. But it wasn't always that way. For Heidi, it all began in her native Germany. It was there that a friend coaxed her to enter a modeling contest in a German magazine.
I sent in vacation pictures. I didn't have any pictures at the time, so, from holiday in a bathing suit.
Heidi beat out more than 25,000 other beauties, and part of the prize was a lucrative modeling contract that sent her traveling throughout Europe.
I went to Milan, to Paris, and then I had enough, so I packed my bags and I went to New York.
Heidi gave up her cushy career in Europe for a shot at stardom in the Big Apple, but she soon found herself struggling to survive.
The apartment was horrible. I was like in one of the modeling apartments with 2 other girls. Yeah. And it was so cold. It was like, wintertime. And it was raining in the apartment. We had like buckets everywhere.
Heidi was tired of waiting for her big break, so she took matters into her own hands and made a personal visit to Victoria's Secret.
I always kept telling my agent, I'm like, I want to go and see them. Oh, maybe you wait. I'm like, no, I want to go and see them. And then I just walked in and they liked me and they booked me.
Heidi Klum has always had this amazing body, and we booked her in our fashion show a few years ago, and we coined her the Body because her body is just insane. We put her on the runway, we had her in the catalog, she did our swim book. So I think, and she would admit that Victoria's Secret has a lot to do with her career taking off and just people noticing her.
Victoria uncovered her biggest secret, and it was Heidi Klum. The woman known as The Body has now added acting to her resume.
I did Spin City, I did 6 episodes with Michael J. Fox, and that's really how I started. And then I did my first movie with Miramax Blow Dry, and then I really got more on the feel of it, and I really, really like it.
And Heidi's career is not the only thing that's blossoming.
I got married, which is the best thing I've ever done. We met on a photo shoot before. It was just like meeting the hairdresser at the photo shoot. We got along very well. It was more of a friendship in the beginning.
Initially, sparks didn't fly between Heidi and hairstylist Rick Pepino.
I was never really attracted by good-looking people or good-looking men. And he's very interesting. He's very different. So I fell more in love with his heart first and then with his looks afterwards.
Heidi and Rick were on top of the world. So Rick chose an appropriate New York City landmark to pop the question.
A bottle of champagne in the ring, proposed on the Empire State. It's like that was great. She's very loving, very caring. She has a wonderful family life. As a woman, you can feel it, and she'll make a great mom.
Heidi Klum has an appeal that is worldwide. Women love her, men love her. The thing is, Heidi has a personality. She lets us get to know her. She's not a hidden fashion model that nobody ever gets to talk to or see.
And of course, seeing is believing.
And does this look like Cannes or what? This has Cannes written all over it, doesn't it?
More with Heidi when she hits the runway in Cannes. Up next, travel like a model.
You think that we have people also carrying our stuff, right?
Plus, some intimate moments with France's most beloved bombshell.
I don't feel like a princess. I don't want to be like a princess.
Stay with us.
Welcome back to Victoria's Secret Ooh La La. I'm Ines Rivero. Casting is completed, fittings are finished, and now it's time to show you how we travel to Cannes, model style. You would think that we have people also carrying our stuff, right?
Everyone knows supermodels fly first class, but this flight was also supersonic.
It was just a madhouse. They rented the Concorde, pink embroidered jackets with names. It's such a deal. It's such a huge thing.
Oh yeah, I do this every day. I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and put on a ton of makeup so I can go take a flight and have cameras in my face.
While the paparazzi snapped photos of the leggy ladies,
all my pictures with you are going to be really bad.
our irresistible host Inez couldn't resist getting into the act.
Hi, Daniela.
Daniela, I've been reported to the Victoria's Secret police for not wearing her pink jacket. And she's been incarcerated the minute she gets off the plane.
That's not fair. Everybody has to look like a lollipop.
After the pink jacket panic, everyone checked in for the flight to France. And we do mean everyone.
I got a panic catch. Everyone's gone. They said they won't leave. They won't. Are you calling me? Oh, bye. Bye.
In a matter of hours, the French Riviera won't know what hit it. And that's exactly what the Victoria's Secret marketing machine is looking forward to.
The girls look great. The pink jackets look great. They were all excited about the trip.
It always is getting bigger and bigger. They always have crazier ideas with the Concorde and pink jackets and this and that and feathers.
Victoria's Secret has spared no expense bringing its annual fashion blowout to the south of France, where the models will strut their stuff amid the international media madness that is the Cannes Film Festival.
Victoria's Secret prides itself as being on the cutting edge in many different areas, whether it's fashion or technology.
The company is an expert at using mass media to appeal to its customers. While the elite are riveted by the show in the Riviera, this fashion feast will be featured live on the internet. It will also take over the famous Jumbotron in New York's Times Square.
It will be the biggest fashion show in the history of the world. It'll be the most watched show in history. Something like 40% of the people on the planet will see some portion of the coverage of the show.
Which makes you wonder, what is the secret behind Victoria's Secret?
We think about romance and fantasy and really creating this world for our customers. When they look in a catalog and they page through, it's like taking a little journey through this fantasy that we create.
Do you believe?
I didn't believe.
Do you believe? I made a believer out of me.
We have the most beautiful women. We use the best hair and makeup teams. We go to these exotic locations that often people only dream of.
Victoria's Secret, bringing truth, justice, and killer bras to the universe.
The Victoria's Secret image is really a very sophisticated woman who is glamorous and sexy and confident, and we really look for that in our fashion.
Designed to bear the body in a whole new way.
Whether it's on the catwalk, the Concorde, or today, Cannes, Victoria's Secret is sure to always turn heads.
It was amazing to see the Concorde land, to see the girls get off, and all the little things that we've been doing for the past year is kind of all happening.
After jet-setting across the Atlantic, the girls arrive in Cannes to a media frenzy. They pose for photos, sign autographs, and yes, even go through customs.
How was the plane ride over? There was the same going on like here. A lot of camera crews, a lot of photographers.
Well, not all the girls had to travel.
Well, I didn't go on the Concorde.
Oh, okay.
Because me, I'm from Paris. I stay here and I welcome the girl.
Lovely Laetitia Costa, a French native from the Isle of Corsica, never dreamed of stardom when she was discovered on a beach at age 15.
I was on the beach, played with my little sister, and it was some people on the back, and it was look at me, but I didn't know my father. And my father saw them, and he was like, what do they want?
What they wanted was to make Laetitia a star, and in no time at all, she went from schoolgirl to guest girl.
What I like about Guess, they make me start.
Guess made Laetitia famous, but it wasn't easy for this homespun girl to see herself as a siren.
I remember that the guy was doing nice makeup, you know, and he said, okay, now you can look yourself, and I was so exciting, and I look and I'm like, oh my God, what's that? I didn't recognize myself.
Modeling offers quickly poured in for this femme fatale, and it wasn't long before Victoria's Secret came calling and sent her career into the stratosphere.
Well, I've been lucky because I got a Victoria's Secret, and that really helped me to get freedom. I don't feel like a princess. I don't want to be like a princess.
Letitia may not feel like a princess, but she sure looks like one. And we got a sneak peek at what she will be wearing while hobnobbing in Cannes.
Everybody expects you to have your boobs up and your butt, like, and I don't like that. Some of those clothes are mine because I don't like to be too much, like with too much designer, things like that. And I don't like also the perfection. You know those from Chinatown, like $4. Sometimes it's nice to be like yourself.
At the end of the day, just being herself is the secret of Letitia's success.
I don't need to have more than I have now, but it's for my own experience to get more deep as I can't. That's all.
Coming up, the Victoria's Secret models bear all. But first, some deep, dark modeling secrets from our host, Inez.
I'm 24. How old are you? I'm Inez Rivero, and you're watching Victoria's Secret Ooh La La. Well, it's not every day that a girl gets to take a ride on the Concorde to the south of France to be greeted by throngs of cameramen. But for me and the other girls, the fun was just beginning.
It's no coincidence that Victoria's Secret chose Cannes as their launch pad for this year's annual lingerie blowout. The world-famous Cannes Film Festival has become the Super Bowl of international publicity events. Just ask Monica Mitro, Victoria's Secret's top publicist.
Everyone from around the world is in Cannes. We knew that we would get a lot of attention, and we enjoyed that attention because we were trying to raise money for AMFAR.
The strategy worked. The models quickly became the queens of Cannes.
But it is crazy. I haven't seen this many photographers in one spot ever in my life.
It was this whole extravaganza of the caravan of cars going from the Nice airport with all the paparazzi that was there. Then they followed us into the city.
And they tell us don't walk the streets because it's a little dangerous because you'll get mobbed by the fans and stuff. So I kind of have to be in my room.
We wanted to do a typical shot that you would see in old Hollywood, or when you think about the glamour of the Cannes Film Festival. And we put all 6 of our models on the top of the Hotel Martinez marquee. We had all of the paparazzi lined up across the entire street, and the girls posing with their Cinema Against AIDS t-shirts, just kind of getting people aware of why we were there and what we were doing.
In fact, wherever the models went at Cannes, photographers weren't far behind.
There's press everywhere, and there's a microphone in your face everywhere you go. But it's really nice, yeah. It's really nice to see everybody together. And models aren't catty, everybody's getting along.
It's very important for Victoria's Secret to have models that are also spokespeople. It can't just be a woman who's very, very beautiful. When our shows, they're out there in their underwear, so they have to be very confident.
And one Victoria's Secret model who embodies both beauty and boldness is our very own host, Inez Rivero.
She has this great gait and stride on the runway with, you know, such great confidence.
But the Argentinian-born bombshell grew up feeling like a bust.
You don't grow up thinking that you're beautiful, and I don't even think like that sometimes. I never thought I was pretty, and every guy I liked in high school, they never talked to me. They would never dance with me. I would be like the dirt, like I was clumsy. I would fall in front of all the guys I liked. It was so bad.
The solution? Inez's mother enrolled her in modeling school to get rid of her gawkiness. The lessons led to a successful stint as a runway model and a career-defining contract with Victoria's Secret.
She did our Angels 2000 campaign years ago with the girls were getting on the spaceship, and that was like her first big shoot with us.
Now, Victoria's Secret introduces Angels 2000, a revolutionary space-age fabric. Is now the sexiest bra in the galaxy.
She is an excellent spokesperson. I mean, she has a personality. You know, she has an appeal within her own country and many European countries, and a lot of people know her here.
This is me. Isn't that cute? Sometimes you live so much into it. You're so absorbed in it. Like your life is it. It's modeling that you don't think about it anymore. But if you think 2 minutes, then so many girls would like to be in your situation. Yeah. But on my personal life, I try to keep it really down to earth. Simple. Because the reality is that, you know, you're not going to be a model forever.
Inez's career is going to continue to soar. She has an amazing body and a great personality, and you know, I don't see why Inez wouldn't just continue to become a star.
Settled in her diva status, Inez can share her years of wisdom with even younger models like Fernanda Tavares.
Look not friendly, please.
Yeah, look really nice.
The point is not to be friendly.
Look to the photographer and say, please, give me a break.
Please, give me a break.
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm gonna smoke a cigarette right now, okay?
You smoke?
No, I stopped smoking.
The duo is about to be welcomed by the press, and we just couldn't resist asking what was on their minds.
Are we thinking?
We don't think.
We don't. We're models. We don't think. Sorry. Hello. Just kidding. I've got lots to think about. In fact, you'd better stick around because up next, we'll show you the unsexy work that goes into creating the world's sexiest lingerie show.
You should be up, incredibly beautiful, and quite happy all along the way, even in hell. Just be a happy bitch in hell.
Welcome back to Victoria's Secret Ooh La La, a look at the steamiest fashion show on earth. We've already traveled halfway around the world and received the royal welcome from the international press. In a moment, I'll show you how the models painted the town pink as we partied up on the French Riviera. But first, let's see what my friend Heidi Klum discovered while snooping around backstage during Victoria's very secret dress rehearsal.
This is backstage. This is very cool. This is very VIP, so to speak. And, you know, people are lounging, munching, eating. Look at the food. Doesn't it look good? Looks delicious. Everything is gone. So you see that we do eat. This is where everyone is going to get their makeup done, their hair done. This is the whole station of hair and makeup. Tomorrow, this place is gonna be packed, packed, packed. People running around, oh my god, I need my hair with the hairspray, I need powder, lipstick. People taking pictures and camera crews all over the place. We have a lot of bodyguards. Yes, this is very VIP, very, very secret. Look at this thing. Is this amazing or what? How many birds that go into this outfit? How many feathers? Tyra, you are the queen of the feather.
I'm the feather girl.
Look at this.
I'm still an angel, but it's more like kind of Big Bird meets Liberace meets Bleach.
I love this. I'm so jealous.
You're jealous, but you get wings.
No, I know. I'm happy. My wings! My wings! Hello. Hello. Hi, I'm Heidi. Nice to meet you. She's gonna take care of me tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, now I have to go naked, so close your eyes for a minute.
Heidi, Martin is going to be behind you.
Sideways?
No, you're going to go straight out, but Martin's going to be behind you holding the wings, and then once you make your turn, he's going to let go.
After Heidi has spread her heavenly wings, producer Alexander Dibatak explained the concept of the Cannes extravaganza to the girls.
It happens because of where we are with the beginning of time, which is water. It goes into the angels and the heaven. Then we go into hell, which is very literally hell. And then there will be a big storm, which hopefully will freak them all out. And then there is a brand new day, which we call Golden Eden. You are dressed accordingly to every single one of those stories. But the one thing that remains is that you should be up, incredibly beautiful, and quite happy. all along the way.
In hell?
Even in hell. Just be a happy bitch in hell.
Typically for a fashion runway show, there isn't a lot of rehearsal because you don't want too much choreography. But we had a lot of technical issues. We tested the lighting, we tested the sound effects. We had little pieces of gold that fell from the skies. The backdrop of the stage was a freestanding video unit that weighed 8 tons.
It took more than 2,000 people to put the show together. And because of the size and scope of the production, the models endured hours of run-throughs.
The rehearsal is really good because it kind of, you know, gets you the feeling of getting on the runway, you know how long it is, you know how it feels. Sometimes if you're walking on a runway, if you have heels you're not comfortable, you can wear those heels and try them before. If you're worried about, I don't know, whatever, like, it might be slippery, then you try it. You know, it's good to rehearse for that reason.
But hey, this is Cannes, and the law says if you can work all day, you can party all night. After a grueling rehearsal, our Victoria's Secret vixens party hopped across the French Riviera. At the star-studded Mondera Yacht Gala, Heidi Klum hung out with E's own Steve Komenko, who was noticeably smitten with the supermodel.
He's so shy.
I am shy.
You never look that shy on TV.
Because I'm in my own, you know, environment. This is not my environment. All right.
Someone's got to start the party.
Tomorrow night you'll be doing part of a fashion show. You'll be looking forward to that?
Definitely.
Are you scared at all?
I do always get scared. I always
You
get
do?
scared when there are live things. Because it's not like you can like, okay, let's do this again. If you like do something wrong or you kind of trip. And I've done that a couple of times before. And then you get a little nervous. And plus there's like, how many people looking at us? It's on the internet, it's on Times Square, it's gazillion eyes looking
And
at
you're
you.
wearing...
Not much.
Save me a seat in the front row. Up next, stars, skin, and the steamiest fashion show the south of France has ever seen.
Welcome back to Victoria's Secret, ooh la la. Well, you've had the chance to hang out with me and the girls in the sunny south of France. Now, finally, we're about to see how my supermodel friends set the runway ablaze. So, ladies, fasten your gather belts, and gentlemen, put down the remote. You're about to enjoy the sexiest show on earth.
Celebrities turned out in their finery for the big Victoria's Secret runway extravaganza. And Monaco's Prince Albert added a royal feel to the festivities.
Prince Albert, it doesn't get much better.
Tickets for the big show cost as much as $100,000 for a full table. And proceeds from the event went to the American Foundation for AIDS Research.
Victoria's Secret did all the work.
Miramax Films co-chairman Harvey Weinstein, who works with Cinema Against AIDS, collaborated with Victoria's Secret on the big event.
It took 6 months to plan this, and all the girls took their money that they're making tonight and gave it to us, which came to $400,000.
Harvey asked us if we would like to join forces with him to do the Cinema Against AIDS benefit in the south of France. We thought it was an amazing idea because we were very interested in supporting AMFAR. Our goal was to raise more money for AMFAR in one single night than had ever been raised in the history of AMFAR.
With AMFAR hostess Elizabeth Taylor's arrival, it was time for the festivities to begin, including a star-studded celebrity auction.
Do you see anything you might bid on tonight?
I just walked in.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll have fun. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be bidding on the underwear.
Actually, Angie, you can't bid on the underwear, but you can buy it online as the fashion show takes place.
I don't have any underwear on. Sorry, Victoria's Secret.
No problem, Angie. You are in the right place because in just a moment, you'll be surrounded by bras and panties aplenty. In fact, let's check backstage where the 26 Victoria's Secret models are anxiously prepping for their big stroll down the catwalk. And tensions are running high.
I don't have that much patience sitting still for so long.
I don't want to do interviews with roses in my hair.
Yeah, could you wait just till I'm done?
Oh yeah, I'm getting nervous now. There's a billion people watching, maybe more than a billion.
An estimated 2 million people logged on to the live webcast. And that kind of exposure is enough to make a girl a little anxious.
That's right. They're giving us sparkles on the eye, like little diamonds. Everyone is pretty much ready. I think we're just doing last-minute things.
While finishing touches were applied to eyes, nails, feet, and hair, Elizabeth Taylor got the show on the road.
Today we are gathered for the biggest ever cinema against AIDS. We are approaching $2 million. It's thanks to every single celebrity who agreed to be here tonight and the wonderful people at Victoria's Secret.
And up next, the big fashion show finale and that magic moment that the models have all been waiting for.
I'm starving.
Welcome back to Victoria's Secret. Ooh la la. I'm Ines Rivero, and you've seen how slick and chic the fashion show appears from the front row. Now let's also give you a glimpse of the